Alright, fam. Let's get into it. Forgive me for what all the noise in the background or whatever. My almost 3-year-old's watching her show. But let's get into it on the other side. So by now you guys probably seen this video. If you haven't, you now just saw this viral video that's going out of this young lady recording her baby daddy bringing some food to feed his son. Alright, let me share my thoughts and let's get into this thing, man.
The lights?
Yeah, lights, sweetie. I'm recording a video. Daddy's about to get into it. Alright, so my father used to say many things that were basically sayings that help guide you through life.
Baby.
Turn this TV down.
It's baby.
And one of those many things he said was, always observe the things that go all around you and pay close attention to what transpires around you. So that doesn't mean just in the atmosphere around you and in the places you are, but also what you're watching, what you're paying attention to, and what you're being fed into. So this young lady gets online and records her baby daddy bringing food to his child. And in that video, if you pay close attention, she exposes herself throughout the whole video.
Baby.
In the beginning of the video, she was like, as he was pulling up, now we didn't see what transpired before that. So she probably called this guy up, said, hey, your son's hungry. Can you get him some McDonald's or something and bring it to the crib? I can almost bet you my bottom dollar she didn't say, hey, could you pick up something off the dollar menu, like 10 McChickens and hamburgers, get a couple of fries and stuff like that. All my kids are hungry. Could you come feed all my kids? I can almost guarantee she didn't say that. She probably said, to get him to come there with the food, say, hey, your son's hungry. I'm not getting my food stamps to the 11th.
You didn't feed him?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, is that my problem?
How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Can you just get him a meal or something? Because he's hungry right now. And that's exactly what he did. He rolled up in his 2004 Chevy Monte Carlo that's beat up. This cat is not made of money. He ain't riding around in a $150,000 brand new 2022 Corvette. He ain't even riding around in a 2010 ride. He is riding in a 2004. You can tell it's used and beat up Chevy Monte Carlo. The brother don't have money. You know what I'm saying? And what little money he has, he does what he can do. So he comes up there to feed his son, which is what good fathers do. And forgive the noise in the background. Basically, he comes there to feed his kid. She basically attacks him for not feeding all her children. Now, there's a big argument, and this video is going viral. And why is there an argument when there's common sense right in front of you? If you watch the video, you can see verbatim. Get out of your feelings for a moment. There's people on the side that thinks that he was wrong not feeding all those children. I'm going to tell you straight up. As a man I've been on this planet for 39 years. And throughout my life, I have taken care of people. Whether it was from my father, my uncles, my mother's cousin, my mother, and my own children. And taking feelings aside beyond my own experiences, I'm just telling you as a man, of course, if you are involved with someone, you are going to make sure that everyone eats. Whether it be your lady, whether it be her children that ain't your children, and the children are the seed y'all made together. That is fully the responsibility of that man if he is involved with that woman. But that man in that video is not obligated to feed all those children. Now, given her character and how she approached it, I could tell she's one of those type of people who use people. Now, a lot of y'all probably watched clips of that video, but you didn't see that video in its entirety. That's why I showed it on here on my channel, where I'm going to display it, and then I'm going to post this on Facebook and other stuff as well. Where if you watch the whole video, she said a few things that let me know what type of person she was. She called him up. He came with the food. She got on this case about that and never accepted the food. She kept bitching and complaining about not feeding her other children.
Mama.
Then she went on to say in that video that everyone thinks that he's a good father. Right there. There's the jealousy and envy. He is a good father. If he's bringing food for his son, his responsibility, then he's doing what he's supposed to do as a man. There are a lot of men and women, a lot of people keep passing by that too, who do not take care of their children. Some by choice, some by bitter baby mamas and baby daddies like this young lady right here. She's bitter. She's poor. Her kids are hungry. And she's hoping that this guy would take on the responsibilities of the other fathers or father, or I don't know how many baby daddies he has. And I don't care to. It's none of my business. What I do know, it was not that gentleman's responsibility to feed those kids. Now, here's the messed up thing about this world that we live in this country, U.S. country, that she is in the predicament she's in because she obviously can't afford to feed her kids. Now, something's telling me she probably works and she probably live below the poverty line, which is why she has food stamps. And the food stamps probably not enough if you run out before it cycles again. So this video is a failure on many forms. It was a failure on her part to make the man look bad, because I done already broke down 2 things. I haven't even finished the rest of the video about what she did that was grimy and dirty. But the way our country is, the way we don't take care of each other, and how the system is set up for a lot of people to struggle in the richest nation in the world. The only people really hurting in this video who we did not see was those children. They got it the worst because she's not getting the help she needs from the other baby daddies, if they're not, whatever the situation is. She can't afford it. She's putting all the responsibility on one man who is not the father of those other children, but one. And she tried to expose him on the video. Now, here's the kicker. Y'all all saw the end of this video. Her son is hungry, correct? What did she do with that food and that drink? Did she go in there and cut it up into 4 different pieces, that hamburger, and let them share them fries and take a sip on that drink? No. She threw the food on the ground outside on the dirt. Not only wasted his money, but wasted that food that she said that her son needed. It was never about those children being fed. It was her plot and ploy as a bitter woman to try to expose him. And this is what I mean by, it's just the system. And people do messed up, silly, vindictive, petty stuff when they go through struggles. If the system was set up for people to thrive, no matter what the situation is, she wouldn't need to be dependent on this guy, her baby daddy. And if it was about feeding those children, she wouldn't have wasted that food either. Always pay attention to the details, people. Right now, even in my own personal life, my lady has 2 children that are not of my blood. But every dime that I get, every dime that I earn, goes to my lady who takes care of our bills and all that kind of stuff. And we budget and we take care of our family together. I don't spend a single dime on me. I take care of my family. But that is my obligation, being with her, to take care of all my kids, whether they're not my blood or not. I am actually with her. We are actually a family. So it is my responsibility to feed the other kids as well, because they are my kids. This gentleman, that is not his responsibility to take care of her other kids that she had with another man, unless he was her man. Now, this is not just my opinion. If you, let's break it down in simple terms. If you, let's say you have 1 child or 4 children, whatever, and you're fixing lunch for them to take it to school, knowing that there's kids at school that are starving, chances are they are. Do you make lunch for every single kid, or do you make lunch for the kids you're responsible for? You make lunch for the kids you're responsible for. You don't feed every child that's not hungry, or at least that you know that are hungry or not know. You take care of what you can take care of, which is what he was doing. And he was being a good father, because he could have been like, hey, you know, I'm low on cash, or I got to go to work, I got to do something, or make up some excuses, or not even take her calls at all. Like some parents do. They don't, both male and female, don't want nothing to do with their children. He didn't do that. He answered a call. She said her son was hungry. He went to McDonald's. He didn't even buy himself food. He got out of the car with 1 bag and 1 soda, bought his son something to eat. So let's stop it, man. And last but not least, this situation is a distraction. There's a lot of shit that's going on in this country that is literally purposely hurting you. There's politicians, both on the Democratic and Republican side, pulling dumb, crazy stunts to keep you in the position you're in the situation you're in. There's a January 6th hearings about the overturning of our government, all kinds of stuff happening, where our leaders are purposely putting boots to people's necks. Inflation and gas prices has nothing to do with the president, but there's people in power literally keeping shit the way it is in order to maintain power or gain political points of or votes through fear. They don't give 2 shits about this lady who needed to feed her children. They don't give 2 shits about kids getting shot up in school, women's rights, none of that. This video is a distraction, yo. We all know the struggle out here. I feel sorry for that lady, but she was trying to pull a stunt to make that dude look bad, and she didn't care about those kids, her own kids, because she would have fed them what little they had if they're starving or if they're hungry, you know. So man, dog, we got to keep our eye on the ball. There's people in power that's trying to fuck us all. Yeah, sweetie. My baby is having a good time watching this show. I done said basically all I wanted to say. If you want to go back and check out the video again just to see how grimy she is, you can do that. But at the end of the day, yes, it's messed up for the kids. I wish that, you know, people could go and feed those kids, but that's probably the point and probably the ploy. It might even be deeper than that. She probably not only tried to damage his character, but she's probably trying to get sympathy from some women who are in that situation. and then get sympathy from people who have the money. So they'd be like, oh man, you know, those kids. So let's make a GoFundMe page and donate a whole bunch of money to her. If she's willing to waste food that could have that probably cost that man about $5 or $6, because he got a burger and fries and a drink, $6, $7, and would throw that on the ground, not feeding her kids at all. What do you think she's gonna do with that money that you donate to her? You think she's gonna take care of her kids or take care of her needs? It sucks, but her actions show that. It'd been no way I would have thrown that food on the ground. My kids are hungry, they gonna eat. So, yeah, man, what's wrong with people, man? What's wrong, fam? What is wrong with people, fam? I don't know. Ungrateful. Like, he got out of bed, he went and got the food, and you threw the food on the ground. Oh, if they can't eat, he can't eat. That what? So, yeah. Ladies, y'all can be up in arms and be in your feelings and get fooled by what this lady was trying to do. But real recognize real. If she was a good woman and she wanted to make sure all those kids are fed, she'll have people in her life that knows her character. And all she has to do is make one phone call and they'll buy groceries for her and make sure that the kids and her can get by at least until the 11 to where she can buy her own groceries. This is why her blessings are being blocked. You think that man is going to get up again and waste his money to get food for his son, knowing that she'll do silly ish like that? No, he's not. Like, that's... I'm done sharing my piece, man. Y'all be smart out here, man, and pay attention to, don't get distracted by the BS and all the phony stuff. And don't be in here arguing over a situation that this young lady created to get everybody talking about and up in arms about. Yeah. Use your head, use your common sense. Pray for those children. Send positive vibes to those children because it just looks bad. And I hope if anybody is in this type of situation and they need help, man, seek help. There's no shame in that. There's politicians, mostly on the right, but politicians that make you feel bad, or news media or whatever, when you when you're in a bad spot, they make you feel bad for asking for help. There's no shame in that. Ask for help, seek help, whether it be for work or for money or whatever. Because we're all going through it. Even the most wealthiest among us is going through it. So it's even harder on us who are in the lower class or middle class. So try to seek that help, man, so you feed your family, pay those bills. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this struggle. So I hope y'all having a good day. It's been your boy, Walt Real. I'm going to holler at you later. Yeah.